Dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be diving into another mission on the VulnHub, which is Dhanush. I will put the link in the description section below so that you can download it and play it on your own. In this video, I will be showcasing some privilege escalation techniques. Before we get started, however, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. So now, let's head over to Linux. Of course, we should use VMware workstation to do this machine. Okay, so now we are in the Linux VM. Next, we need to discover the IP address of the target machine. The utility I'd like to use, as always, would be net discover. All right, as you can see over here, the IP address of the target machine could be recognized as 130. So what shall we do next? We need to perform port and surface scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already completed before, so now we can get out its result. As you see here, I took the options like scene scan, the virtual scan, default script scan, followed by the -p- to do the full range port scan. The last option for all is ON to output the result into this file. From the map scanning results, we can tell the target machine has two open ports. The first open port is 80, and the service is HTTP or Hypertext Transfer Protocol. And also we can get its version information, including version number, Apache 2. The second open port is your very high port number, 65345, and the service is SSH or Secure Shell Service. And also we can get its version information, including its corresponding version number. Though this version is quite outdated, I don't think we can find any workable vulnerability at this point. So what are we going to do next? We need to enumerate this web application both manually and automatically. Oh, sorry, before we go ahead, I'd like to note down some key discoveries up to this point. 80 is HTTP. SSH. So now we are entering the enumeration. Let's fire up the browser to perform manual enumeration first. We can put the IP address of the target machine into the address bar of the browser. Press enter. So this is the machine name, the Dhanush, and I think Arabic language, I don't know. Who cares? What's the Dhanush? A weapon for shooting arrows, typically made of a curved piece of wood joined at both ends by this one. What's this? The world's most powerful Dhanush, and made by. So we find some user names, right? Or names. And this one. And let's go on. So Pinak, Dhanush. And we find another name. And also this name made by Pinark. Okay. Let's scroll down. And this one. And this one. Choose yours. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. We can't find anything else. And as usual, we need to check its source code, right? Source code by right-clicking the mouse, and we can get its source code. Scroll down to the bottom. Also, there's some JavaScripts. We need to look for something suspicious, but we can't find any suspicious file name. Anyhow, next we can use Q command to access robots file. However, robots file is not found. Next, let's launch Nicto to perform automatic enumeration. It's done. Nothing very interesting or fruitful. Just found this images directory. Let's have a look at this directory. Some pictures. Nothing special here. So next, I think we can launch GoBuster to perform directory enumeration. And GoBuster finds another directory access. Let's access this directory by browser. And there's some subdirectories like CSS or Cascade, style sheet files, JavaScript, SAS, libs. Nothing interesting to us. Okay, let's bring back the terminal window. Actually, GoBuster can't find anything else. If you want, you can try with different word lists. In a nutshell, GoBuster can't find anything, in terms of directories or files. So, what to do next? We have already completed web enumeration as usual. Besides these possible names or usernames, we didn't find anything valuable. So I think next we can try to, use these names as possible username and try to make brute forcing. And also we can use logq as word list. But, logq word list is very big. To save time, I'd like to try the custom word list, which can be created from web pages. So how to do that? I think we can use one of very popular word lists creation tool, Q. Okay, let me bring back the terminal window and to launch Q. And the depth of 3, it means, Q will make cloning up to 3 layers. Okay, let me autocomplete this command. It's done, and we can use WC command to check how many words or how many lines in this word list. Very small word list. 115 words in this dictionary or in this file. And, of course, here there are several usernames or names, but this one caught my attention most because others are some kinds of names, but this one is possible username, right? No case and no surname. Okay, so now I can try to use this word as username to make brute forcing. If this doesn't work, and then we can try other names. Okay, so how to do? Let me use Hydra. Sorry about this. Hydra. Let me autocomplete this command. Of course, in this case, we should specify pod number with this -s option. Also, alternatively, we can use this way. Column and pod number. They're exactly same. Okay, let's press enter to see whether we can get the password for this user. If we can, and then we can SSH to the target machine. So this is the reason why we see, here enumeration is the key. Otherwise, we cannot go forward. Okay. Anyhow, we have already got valid combinations of username and password. Next, we can SSH to the target machine. Again, we need to explicitly specify the port number with option of -p. Otherwise, you cannot make a successful connection to the target machine. Let's press enter, and we can copy its password, paste in here. We are in the target machine. So up to this point, we successfully got the initial foothold on the target machine. So what are we going to do next? We need to make lateral movement or privileged escalation. In order to do that, in order to obtain this goal, we need to gather information as many as possible. For example, we can run id command first. No other groups for this current user. And we can list out directory content, the bash history. Let's take out this file, but nothing here. Just a 1 byte. It's empty. Next, we can run sudo. We can run sudo. We can use cp or copy command as user salon. Before we exploit this copy command, let me have a look at other home directories like the first one. Nothing here. Go to salon. There is SSH directory. Unfortunately, at this moment, we do not have permission to navigate into this SSH directory. On the other hand, because we can run, copy command as user saram or saram, whatever, or however you pronounce it. So how about we create a key pair and use this copy command to copy the public key to the SSH directory of the user saram. Okay, let me do it. So now let me go back to the home directory, and we can use SSH key generation. I want to save key pair in the current directory, so we can copy this path and no passphrase. It's done. And maybe I think we can make full permissions to the public key. So now we can sudo copy pub home directory SSH, but the name should be authorized keys. Okay, no error. Fantastic. After we complete this command, we successfully copy the public key of current user PNUC to the SSH directory of the user Saram. Okay, so how to do next? We can SSH private key Saram. Of course, we need to specify the port number. Yes, it does work. So we have already made successful lat movement. We can run bash history. Doesn't contain anything. Next, we can run sudo one more time. Zip. So we can run zip command to elevate privilege to root user. How to do? Let's go to this popular or frequently used website when we attempt to elevate privilege. Okay, so here under the sudo section, for us we just copy these commands and we can execute the second command. Okay, so from the symbol hash, we know we are successful. Now we can navigate to root directory to grab the flag without any difficulty. So I think that's pretty much it for this video. See you next. Bye. Have a nice day, please.